We had 4 kids in under 5 years, and the oldest was 4.5, and then we had a baby in the family. And so lo and behold, our 4th one was the son, and that kind of completed it and in a spectacular way.
I came from a small town in Minnesota. People had 15 children. I was hoping we could maybe have a couple more, but then after changing diapers and bottle feeding and sleepless nights with Tom and I said, nope, it's enough. I think we're good with our 4 kids.
I think once he got his boy, he's like, I'm done.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
One year when Moray was the pitcher and Julie was the shortstop, and our daughter Nancy was the catcher, Tommy was in the 8th grade. That year we had 315 games in the family. Games, not including practices or anything else.
Uniforms were probably everywhere, mitts, equipment, but it was just a great way to grow up.
We had like 90 kids on the block from one corner to the next corner. And
we were riding our bikes. We had a great childhood. Yeah. So I remember him being always competitive. He would go and play against all the big boys on our street and not be scared of them. He'd get mad at them actually and yell at him if they didn't throw him the ball or let him play.
I think we were always protective of him. They used to always tell him, go long, Tommy, go long. And he would take off running, he would be running down the street, and then they'd all turn around and they'd just laugh and they wouldn't throw him the ball. And then I think that's when we'd get pissed. Oh, right?
I cannot remember him annoying me when I was younger. He wasn't saying he wasn't annoying.
Growing up, he was a prince,
He's kind of like the golden child. He's still a golden child.
Today, he doesn't eat strawberries. Like, that's annoying. He doesn't want to go have a beer. That's annoying.
For Nancy, she moved to Boston to be his assistant. And that worked pretty well for about
3 minutes.
4 months till he asked her to take his laundry to the cleaners one time, and that was it.
I was his first, manager or assistant, as he probably would say, more like. It was such a cool experience to kind of be here with him from the beginning, to kind of watch the change, watch the pursuit, watch the climb. And I don't think, even as sometimes challenging it could be, I would ever take that experience back.
I remember a time where you guys took us to Cancun. I think it was the first time we thought, wow, maybe he should try out for the football team. There was this tire. Remember the tire?
I remember that distinctly, yeah.
And he grabbed a football and he had to throw the tire, and he made it on his first try. And we were all like, so surprised.
It's kind of an awakening, because he put like 4 out of 5 through the middle of a tire. And we thought, what the heck happened to that guy, for God's sakes?
Maybe we can get him to unretire.
Tom Brady entered training camp, the Patriots' 3rd string quarterback. You go on to become Super Bowl MVP, now here at the Pro Bowl. Can you describe...
Pro Bowl, after he won his first Super Bowl. And I felt that was a time that I could see our life was going to change.
So here he is, the Super Bowl MVP. Tom Brady comes into the Pro Bowl.
We all went as a family. And, Tommy, he'd say, well, we're going to go out to dinner. Let's go out to dinner. And then, he called like in 10 minutes and said, no, I don't think I don't want to go out to dinner. And then he was going to play golf with us. And then he called and said, no, I don't want to play golf. I could just feel that his he felt his life changing. It was no longer, it had gone to another level.
He couldn't be our just little Tommy anymore. He was just, he's a man. He's
a grown man.
His own man, doing his own thing, on his own quest.
Honestly, we loved Boston.
Yeah,
we were so excited to get to Boston, and people were really so wonderful, and those memories, will never ever fade from our minds and our hearts. When I went through my cancer, I can't tell you I got so many wonderful cards and letters, and people made me shawls and blankets, all from the New England area. And it was just such a wonderful memory for us, those 20 years. I mean, it was ups and downs, but more ups than so many wonderful memories. And we tried not to change our hat sizes. We tried, we're still
on Portola Drive. Been here for 47 years.
Many people say you're their hero, but who's your hero?
Who's my hero? It's a great question. Well, I think my dad is my hero because he's someone that I look up to every day. And my dad.
That's pretty, it's beyond touching. It kind of, I think that's kind of what every father would aspire to, that we do our best, and then our kids appreciate us. And that's kind of what that says, that we've kind of done a lot of stuff right. Not all the stuff, but as much as we could. So it's an honor to be his father, and it's an honor to have him as a son. And it's also an honor to have these daughters and a wife that I have. So I've been very blessed, and he's exactly the son that I would want to have and do have. And it's pretty cool, pretty blessed.